Hi there, I'm Budda and you're watching Dr. Guitar, a show for all you guitarists out there. In today's episode, I'm showing you my brand new 65 amp. This is the London Pro. I've been wanting to get my hands on one for a long time, and I finally got this one used, very well serviced. I love the amp. It's basically an AC30 and a Marshall 2661, I think, the small head in the same head, but it's not an AC30 because it's only 18 watts. So it's the AC sound with less wattage. So it's not an AC15, neither an AC30. If you want to support the channel, you can contribute to the tip jar on PayPal, or you can become a patron. Just go to the link, it's super easy, and you'll be getting early access to episodes, a free video lesson every week, free backing track every month, and my huge thank you. The first channel here is an EF86 preamp, and the second channel is a 12AX7, so the Marshall channel and the Vox channel. Basically volume and tone, so simple as simple can be. And you have a master volume for when you cannot use it fully on. I'm loving it as a clean-ish channel on the Vox side, a dirty channel on the Marshall side, but you can also combine both channels together and you get like the two amps together, which is really great. Let me go through the amp. First, let me go straight. I was going through a small pedal board. Again, my trusty Tele American Vintage reissue 9052. Going into the EF86 channel. Volume on 6. Brightness on 6. And you have two push-pulls here. Well, two positions. You can push it. It's a bright channel or it's a normal channel. Let's hear it normal with a Tele rich pickup. Of course, my Lava retrocoil cable. As you know, I only use this cable with single coil guitars. So this would be my basic platform for the amp. I would play it like this and then add pedals to it. But it can overdrive, and it can drastically overdrive. First, let me show you the brightness. Same spot, but just pushing it to the bright switch. So not a huge difference. I like it with the brightness off. It's a warm amp. Let's go to the 12AX7 channel, and it can be foot switchable too. 12AX7, gain set on 3 and tone on 4. Very vintagey plexi sounding. I was thinking about getting myself one of those new Marshall Studio versions that I love the looks of, and my friend Vitor Bacalhau has one, and it sounds really killing. But this is two amps in the same box, really great. I love this Marshall tone. And you can push it with pedals, or let's run through it. Or better yet, let me just show you the same settings with an humbucker guitar, my PRS DGT. Of course, I will change the cable because you know with humbucker guitars I don't like the coil cable. And I usually use this Lava Ultra Mavic cable, which I really love for humbucker guitars. Bridge pickup of my DGT through the Marshall-esque channel. So as you can hear, I am having my guitar on 5, and it's a clean channel. If I push it up, let's go through the Vox channel. Full on neck pickup. Bridge. Okay, let's go back to the telly and tweak it a little more. Again, Vox channel. I love it. Let's crank it. Turning the master down to 2. And this master volume really works great because you don't lose the feel of the amp, it's just a lot quieter. Let's go to the Marshall side of things. and I love this. I'm always looking for this in an amp. I love the non-tightness of the distortion, the vintagey sounding. I always play Communication Breakdown, the mute note. I love to hear how the amp holds on the E palm muting, but I like it to crep a little. I don't like it to be tight, because that would be modern sounding, and for that I have my Royal Atlantic behind me, for example. I love it like this, and it's Marshall-y as hell. The out of phase tone. Go all the way up. Turn the master a little down. So it's a killing recording amp, because you can turn it down, and at least here in the room it sounds really great. A little more compressed, that's what I notice about, but I'm using it and loving to use it like this, so cleaner on the Vox side of things for that shininess. Then a little dirtier on the Marshall sides of things. So I immediately have two territories covered, and then I can add pedals. Let's move on to that. I assembled a small pedal board with some of my favorite effects, and just for fun, new effects, not any pedal board I use. Before I turn on the pedals, let me show you how the two channels combined sound like. So just the Vox. Marshall. Two together. Man, I love how they sound combined. And I should tell you, this is going to be one of my Blues Experience amps. I'll be using it on the road alongside with my trusty deluxe reverb, not the Tone Master, the Tube 1, for this case. I'm using the Tone Master for other stuff, but that's a side subject. So I might be using it either with the Vox channel or the Vox and Marshall combined, depending on the gig, but I love it. This is a mid-range amp that is a bass fatness amp. Together they sound killer. Let me show you the amp with pedals. So little reverb, spring reverb from the Golden by Universal Audio. A little overdrive from the Nobles. More overdrive from the Catalyst. Reverb and delay. A little more level. Let's go through the Marshall preamp. And let me hear it through both channels, because I love the combination. Man, this is just delicious. I just hope it translates to you at home. The magic it sounds here, and the feel of playing this amp is so great. 65 amps was developed also by Peter Stroud, or at least he was involved. He's Sheryl Crow's guitar player, is a great guitar player. But I think the brand no longer exists, and he was kind of going for that hand-wired boutique amp thing, going back to the British side of stuff. It's called the London Pro, so it means it's based on England, obviously. But it's really cool because it's the Vox side and the Marshall side, and you can combine both amps, so you can almost get the combination of two amps in one amp with one speaker. Celestion inside is also great. It's a 1x12. It's a very small amp, almost the size of a bigger Blues Junior with a head. So it's really portable and cool and great looking too, I might add. And it sounds magical. It sounds magical. But let me know in the comments what you think, and let's discuss it and debate it. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can contribute to the tip jar on PayPal, or you can become a patron. Just go to the link. It's super easy, and you'll be getting early access to episodes, a free video lesson every week, free backing track every month, and my huge thank you. Also, if you're interested in guitar lessons with me or vocal lessons, just send me an email or a direct message via Instagram or Facebook, and we'll deal with it from there. I'm teaching via Skype, so no matter where you are in the world, we can get lessons for you. Thank you so much. We'll see each other next week. Bye-bye.